everyone, it's Mrs. Kushner, and today we're going to be editing our fall photos using the Photos app. So we're going to click Photos, and the first thing I'm going to do is go back to my camera roll and click Select, and I want to choose this photo. So I'm going to go to the bottom left and click the box with the arrow, and I'm going to say Duplicate, and that's going to do is make a copy of my photo, and that way I'm not editing the original. So I click Duplicate. And there it goes. So now I have an extra one. I'm going to go ahead and click the extra one. And I'm going to go to the Edit tab. And on the left side, I've got a lot of choices here. So the first one on the bottom left is a crop tool. And that's going to let you kind of change your composition. So I actually like it how it is. But if I wanted to like pull in the corner a little bit, I could do that. Okay, so that's your crop tool. And then if you go one above that, and I actually don't, I want to get rid of what I just did, so I can actually go to the reset button. That'll put it back at the beginning. I can click this second one up, and those are my filters. So these are just some quick edits if you like a certain look. I actually like the dramatic worm. I think that looks really nice like that. And then I'm going to go ahead to this top left here. It looks like a circle with little dots around it. And these are like my manual edits. So if I click this magic wand, it's going to kind of do some auto adjusting. And I can play with that. Kind of like that coloring. I can go to my next one, which is exposure. And that's how much light. So you see the exposure, it's giving it more light. That's way overexposed. I don't like that. If I pull it down, it makes it dark. Kind of creepy. So I'm going to leave that alone. You don't even have to play with each one. I'm just kind of showing you. Over here I have brilliance, and so again using your slider, seeing how that changes the photo, kind of accents those shadows there. I can click on highlights, which will make my lights lighter or darker. I can go to my shadows, and this is dealing with my darks, right? So intensifying some of the shadows or lightening them. I can go to contrast. Contrast will make the lights lighter and the darks darker. So this is really high contrast, really crisp leaves. Or if I bring down the contrast, it's going to make my image more gray. I don't like the way that looks at all. So I'm going to bring it back here. And then I can go to my brightness, which is how bright the image is. The black point. Kind of like a little more intense. Saturation is going to intensify the color, so it might hurt your eyes. If you go all the way up, you can see the colors get really bright. Ouch, hurts my eyes. If I desaturate and bring it down, that actually takes away the color, so all the way down is going to be black and white. Or if I make it just part of the way, it just gives it a little color. And let's say that I like it just like that, by the way. So if you're editing and you like something and you say, I want to keep it just like that, I could click Done. And now it's going to go to my camera roll. It's saving the photo, and it's actually going to save all my edits so I can go back and look at them. So I saved that one, and I'm going to turn that one in. But now I'm going to do 4 more. You need 5 total photos. And so I'm actually going to edit the same photo again. So if I go back to Select, and I click on my photo, and I go over here, and I say Duplicate, now it's going to make a copy of that edited one. All right, and you can see how different that it is, right? So I click Duplicate over here. So here's the one I just edited. Here's the original. Totally different images with those colors, right? So that's the fun of editing. I'm going to go ahead and click Edit again. And let's go back where we left off. So working with vibrance. You can see how that changes the image, or warmth, how warm the color is. So more browns and reds, or cooler. Kind of gives it, a winter vibe or more fall. A tint is adding lights. So we're kind of saying it's more pink up here, or tinting it more blue down there. Sharpness, how intense those edges might be. Definition, and so you can see to define it more. Gets those details more crisp and clear. And then going to vignette. Vignette is about the edges. So if you add a vignette, you see it's getting darker on the edges. That might help lend focus to my leaves. Or if I go the opposite way, it's going to lighten those edges. And to me, that's like way too intense. It kind of washes out those corners. I don't like that. But You know, maybe adding a little bit of drama could be kind of interesting. I don't know. I don't really like that for my image. And so let's say I like this edit like that. I would click done. And now I've got a second version. Okay, so you can decide if you want to just edit the same photo 5 different times or if you want to edit different amounts. But you can see how different, right? Here's my original. And here's my second edit. And my third edit. Right? So now I already have 3 edits, and perhaps I want to go ahead and edit a different photo next time. So that's kind of the idea. And once you finish 5 different edits, you're going to go ahead and upload those to Google Classroom.